Stop boiling your sweet potatoes. You're losing their natural sweetness and all the nutrients inside. Hi everyone, it's Tracy. In today's video, I'll share some simple and smart tips for cooking sweet potatoes in a way that keeps all their natural goodness. Let's start by choosing sweet potatoes that feel firm and fresh. First, choose sweet potatoes that are perfectly firm, fresh, and plump. Avoid those that look wrinkled or feel too light. That's a sign the sweet potatoes have started to lose their flavor and quality. After choosing your sweet potatoes, the next step is to wash them thoroughly. Fill a large bowl with clean water and add 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Stir quickly until it's fully dissolved. Then place the sweet potatoes into the bowl. Let them soak for about 2 minutes. When it comes to baking soda, it's no stranger to any kitchen. It's that little helper every household needs. It works gently to remove dirt, pesticides, and even the thin layer of wax that sometimes sticks to the skin. After soaking, use your hands to rub the surface of each sweet potato gently. You'll notice the water turning slightly cloudy. That's all the residue and impurities coming off the potatoes. Here's a small but important tip: never peel your sweet potatoes before steaming or baking them. That thin skin does more than you might think. It locks in the natural moisture, keeping the flesh soft and creamy while also preserving valuable nutrients like fiber, potassium, and antioxidants. Peeling them too soon lets all that goodness escape, along with their sweet, earthy flavor. Next, prepare another bowl of clean water and add about 2 tablespoons of salt. Stir well until the salt is completely dissolved. Then place the sweet potatoes in and wash them again. This is a wonderful old-fashioned trick that both chefs and grandmas absolutely love. Let them soak for about 15 minutes. The salt water helps slow down oxidation, keeps the color bright, and even activates natural enzymes that make sweet potatoes easier to digest while reducing bloating or acid reflux. After soaking, take an old toothbrush or a small vegetable brush and gently scrub the skin of the sweet potatoes. The soft bristles reach into tiny creases where dirt often hides, leaving the sweet potatoes spotless without damaging their skin. You'll be surprised to see how much cleaner and smoother they look after just a few minutes. Every time my grandmother prepared sweet potatoes, she would always say that small habits like these make food taste better and keep the whole family safe. Once you try it, you'll understand why she never skipped this step. Next, before baking the sweet potatoes, there's one simple step that helps them cook evenly. Use a fork or a small knife to poke a few holes around each sweet potato. This allows the steam inside to escape while baking, preventing the sweet potatoes from bursting and giving you that perfectly soft, smooth texture inside. This is the secret that makes your sweet potatoes extra special, and I bet many people have never heard of it before. Next, to give your sweet potatoes a special flavor, brush a little butter or oil on them before baking. Take some melted butter or olive oil and spread it evenly over the skin of the potatoes. You don't need much, just a thin layer. This simple touch helps the skin turn beautifully golden and slightly crisp as it cooks. It's not just about the look. This step adds a rich aroma and a deeper, more satisfying flavor to every bite. The natural sweetness of the potato blends perfectly with the buttery coating, making it taste warm and comforting. Plus, it keeps the skin from drying out, so the inside stays moist and tender. Next, bake the sweet potatoes in the air fryer. Start by lining the air fryer basket with a sheet of parchment paper. This small step makes cleaning up so much easier and prevents the sweet potatoes from sticking to the bottom. Place the seasoned sweet potatoes inside, making sure not to overcrowd them. Leave a little space between each one so the hot air can circulate evenly. That's the secret to getting that golden, fragrant skin. Set the temperature to 200 degrees, 400 degrees, and bake for about 30 minutes. When half the time has passed, you can flip the sweet potatoes once to make sure they cook evenly on all sides. When the sweet potatoes are done, your kitchen will be filled with the sweet, warm aroma of roasted sweet potatoes, such a comforting and delightful scent. Take them out, and you'll see a slightly crispy skin that peels off easily, while the inside is soft, creamy, and melts in your mouth, keeping all the natural sweetness of the potato. I wish I could taste that flavor forever. Aside from baking them in the air fryer, if you prefer a softer, more traditional way to enjoy sweet potatoes, steaming is the perfect method. Start by pouring water into the steamer and bringing it to a boil over medium heat. When the water begins to bubble, place the steaming rack on top and arrange the sweet potatoes evenly in the pot. Try not to stack them too high so the steam can spread evenly around each piece and cook them thoroughly. Cover the lid tightly to trap all the steam inside and steam for about 20 minutes. When the time is up, to check if they're done, gently poke one with a wooden skewer or a fork. If it slides through smoothly, as if gliding through butter, they're perfectly cooked. Once finished, turn off the heat and let the sweet potatoes rest for a few minutes. The skin will naturally peel off easily. The flesh inside will be soft, moist, and naturally sweet. Steaming helps preserve all the nutrients, fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants, making this not only one of the healthiest, but also one of the most delicious ways to enjoy sweet potatoes. Since we already have the steamed sweet potatoes ready, let me show you an easy and delicious recipe, buttered milk-baked sweet potatoes. First, peel off the skin and place the soft flesh into a large bowl. Use a fork to gently mash the sweet potatoes until smooth and free of any lumps. Next, add 1 tablespoon of butter. The heat from the sweet potatoes will make the butter melt instantly, releasing a rich, irresistible aroma that fills the whole kitchen. Stir well until the butter is completely blended, creating a smooth and glossy texture. Now, crack 1 egg into a small bowl, beat it lightly with a fork, then pour it into the warm, mashed sweet potatoes. Mix well until everything combines perfectly. The egg will turn the mixture into a creamy, custard-like filling with a beautiful golden color. You can also add a pinch of salt and drizzle a little olive oil to enhance the flavor even more. Next, line the air fryer basket with a sheet of parchment paper. Then, scoop the mashed sweet potato mixture onto the paper and gently shape it with a spoon. You can form it into small ovals, circles, or even thick pancake shapes, whatever you prefer. Try to keep the thickness about the width of your finger. This helps the sweet potatoes cook evenly without drying out. Set the air fryer to a low temperature around 230 degrees, 110 degrees, and bake slowly for about 25 minutes. I know you might be tempted to raise the temperature to bake faster, but the secret here is low and slow. It allows the egg to cook evenly and the edges to turn lightly golden without becoming too crispy. While baking, you can relax, tidy up the kitchen, or make yourself a warm cup of tea. The sweet, buttery aroma filling the air is enough to make anyone smile. When the time is up, take them out, and you'll have a golden, soft, sweet potato cake with a thin, delicate crust that holds together beautifully. Take a bite. It's gently sweet, soft, and full of that rich, comforting sweet potato flavor that's absolutely delicious. And that's it. Two simple yet amazing ways to enjoy sweet potatoes that are as nourishing as they are delicious. Whether you love the classic steamed version that melts like butter, or the golden baked mash that's soft and creamy inside, both bring out the natural sweetness and warmth of this humble root. Cooking doesn't have to be complicated sometimes. It's these gentle, homey recipes that bring the most comfort and joy. If today's tips inspired you, I'd love to hear how you make your sweet potatoes at home. Share your favorite version in the comments. Who knows? Your idea might become someone else's new go-to recipe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Tracy Tips for more cozy kitchen ideas that make everyday meals feel a little more special.